April.
Who likes to party? Right? So for the next 7 minutes, hopefully, I'm having a pity party and you're all invited. Right? So who can't, you can't have, depressed stuff without comfort food. So I brought donuts. Or like,
I like this
to distract from my ill-prepared speech. So do I get it? All right.
So it's a bribe.
So
Have fun with it.
a couple weeks ago, Dr. Venditti asked me after class if everything was okay, and I was like, my life is like a country song, it's not, and but I'll be okay. If I had a dog, it'd be dead this quarter. It's just that's just the kind of things that's been happening to me. If it's not a broken down car, a hypochondriac for a babysitter, which again, surprisingly, this morning I get a call saying, I'm sick and I can't, have the girls. So after being awake the entire night, which I haven't slept in about 48 hours, I was a little stressed out to begin with, and then I had to find childcare, of course, and my only backup is, 35 or about 30 minutes south of where I'm at, and then I have to come back up north to be here, and of course I was late and I didn't get my coffee, and so if I don't have my coffee, it's a bad day for me. When I first, it's all right, stuff your face with some donuts. When I wanted to take this class, I didn't even know it was a requirement because I'm going into the human services program, and I knew that I would be talking to people constantly. And when I went ahead and the nervousness never goes away. I'm just going to throw this out there because I had it all planned out and it's just gone. So when I started this class, I thought, it would kind of be a breeze because I've had a lot of public speaking experiences with, assemblies at schools and fundraising for a youth center I volunteered at for 7 years and things like that. But I've been out of the mix for a very long time, and I don't know what's happened, but this class has been extremely stressful for me, especially because I have like the attention span of a goldfish. I really learned a lot about like ADD, I guess. I have a really hard time focusing with the very, very, very little time I have to do homework, and there's so many little parts to everything that it almost blows my, it's just too much. Instead of it being just like one, big projects that you focus on, it's just so many little things that it just jumbles me up. So like I'm all jumbled right now. So I'm going to share with you some humor and what I've learned from this class. And anyways, maybe I'll think of it as I'm going along. But so some humor. This is so horrible.
Cool, you got it.
Oh, my other one is my past few of my recorded speeches. So, some humor, which are all strange animal encounters for some reason. I used to work for the Target import warehouse, and I unloaded containers that were imported. And I'm working on with the clamp, unloading freight, and I hear inside the trailer like this rustling around. It was really loud, and I stop. I was like, oh man, what is this? Because before I found like a dead cat that was all dried up, petrified bats, in uncleaned containers, like little footprints. I know it's sad, right? But so I was like really cautious. I'm like going up to every box before I touched it, and like banging with my foot, so I didn't get some monster rat in my face or something. Eventually, I got to the end of the trailer. I found what it was. It was a giant cockroach. Like, it was obviously not from here. I mean, it was so big, right? So I got an empty trash can, and I caught it, and then I cut open the top of a bottle, and I managed to catch the cockroach, and it took up more than half of the entire bottle, and it would like move your hand because it was just that big. So I wanted to mess with somebody, and so I went to the mechanics. They're called back ops, and I put it in this guy's toolbox. And so the next day, all I heard was everybody talking about how loud he freaked out. Like, you could hear him. The warehouse is a half a mile long. And so, I mean, everybody was like, he was like screaming off the top of his lungs. So fortunately, I wasn't there long enough to get anything back, but I did get a coaching because I think I missed that day, but there are some procedures that you're supposed to go through because it's a foreign animal. You don't want it to come in and procreate and have some strange mixture, whatever. Anyway, so I got a coaching because I didn't lock down the trailer and have it fumigated. A reaction to one of my speeches. I was really, really, really disappointed with speech 6, which was our paired speech. I thought it was going to be my best speech. I started really early, reading, preparing. I don't get to read what I enjoy, which is history and learning about cultures and things like that. And I got the opportunity to really, and I thought I was so prepared because I had so much to say. I found out a lot of really interesting things on it. And then I get up here and it's just like this. Like, I forgot everything. And that's why I read from my paper, because I think I have so many thoughts that I can't compile them. And so that speech, like, I was really disappointed because I thought I would do really great because it was my cup of tea. But my best speech, even though I did read the entire thing, was my first on my son. And I think that speech makes me really proud because I love talking about him. He's like my everything. And I even showed it to him, and it was really sweet because he actually gave me a hug, and I don't get those very often. From it, well, he's 14. Come on. So with that, I don't even remember what else I was gonna say. So I do what for advice for future students. I would advise not to take this class if you have 1 million kids. I mean, it's really hard. It's a lot of work, and I wasn't prepared. And I wish there was like a speech 101 I could have taken, to better prepare me for this. And I'm so glad I met some really great friends. So enjoy your donuts.